Hello, Pisces. This is Mary with Sayre Tarot. Thank you for stopping by. This is your first half of September 2020. Sorry for the delay. Spirit just wouldn't allow me to do it last week because the energies were shifting. And there was quite a bit of turmoil. So to focus on allowing, Spirit requested to allow that to settle before doing the rest of the readings. And it's interesting because how I did the first readings, the first group of the zodiac signs, and it would appear that the second group may have been affected more than the first group. It just, divine timing happens in so many ways. It's mind-blowing. Okay. So we're just going to go with the flow. We're going to do 3 cards. This could be the past, present, future. It could be what you're going through, what you've already been through. But there should be some nuggets in there for you either way. Of course, it won't resonate with everyone, but we do what we can. Okay? I have Prester John. So this is 9. So this is the Hermit card reversed. So this can be, so let me just lay them out so I can focus. Okay, 4 of Swords is next. And then I have Preceptor of Swords. So this is going to be the Knight of Swords. Okay, Pisces. Let me move this over. So this is a Hermit card reversed. So we may be either needing to go within, we may be resisting going within and kind of processing some information, trying to look at things from a different, just trying to assess what's happened and integrate the lessons in our life. We may be a little bit resistant or maybe a lot resistant. And this can also represent us coming out of that place of where we've been separated from others. And, during this quarantine thing, that would make sense. So just wanting to break out of that energy or resisting it, okay? So, and it could be an internal kind of looking with inside, or it could be an actual physical type of energy of not being able to leave. Okay. So 4 of Swords. Now this is, 4 of Swords is about healing. Okay. I was just looking at the pictures in here. It's about healing. They need to heal. So this would be, typically it can be from heart pain. It's somebody laying in the grave and they have the 3 swords above and the 1 sword beneath them. Excuse me. And they're trying to heal so they can get back up with the truth and move forward. Excuse me. But this gentleman here, he's resting while his sword is being remade. Excuse me. So this is interesting. Let me see if you can see that. The guy in the back, he's a blacksmith, and he's actually reforming his sword or remaking or straightening it out. So this reminds me of somebody that may be in rehab. So maybe be recovering from an addiction, okay? He also looks pretty beat up, so it could be physical also, but maybe the physical, something happened based on the addiction. And that's where, and this person, maybe Pisces, you're struggling with, I want to heal so I can get the heck out, so I can start moving forward. But they're saying here, somebody's sword is not completely healed. So what does that mean, lady? That means that the truth is not complete. I mean, they're asking you to heal some more before you go up, before, take action. So if you could be a little bit more patient is what they're asking here. All right. So this is the Knight of Swords. And here, this is swift energy. But I want to move. I want to get going. I want to. Okay. Knight of Swords is typically, it's one of the fastest moving knights because sword energy is air energy. It's very fast. So the swords and fire are the quickest energies. Thoughts, emotions, words. internet, stuff like that. But this Preceptor of Swords is, again, sitting waiting for information. So this is information that's coming from something outside of oneself. So maybe you're waiting for news from somebody, and this seems to be like a priest type figure. And so there's a little bit of a warning here. You're waiting, waiting, and waiting. Wow. And it's just, you're like ants in your pants, right? I know a lot of Pisces, and they like to keep moving. So I know this is not an easy place for you. But there also, what's coming through in this card right here is be mindful of what you're being told or what's coming through, and vet it. Vet it, whether it's the truth. Because what you don't want to have to do is remake your sword again. So now here, it's as if your sword is all redone. Okay. But be careful of who you're around. Be careful of the energies around and what information you take in as truth. Okay. All right. So now we're going to look at each card. We're going to pull a creativity card on each and get a little bit of advice on these. So patience where you are, and try to resist the need to resist the healing. So that's kind of funny. I know it's not funny having to wait. I know that. I hear you. Whoop. Don't wait for the shuffle either, huh? Okay. So here's the first card. Accomplishment. Remember past accomplishments as a way to overcome present self-doubt. Yes. Been through this kind of stuff before. You probably had to wait and heal in the past. You've had to just be patient. And that's also, once you got moving again, just remember how you were able to just pick it right back up and move forward. And you were still able to accomplish. And there's something here about waiting is going to actually help you to accomplish more. And I think there's a reflection here that needs to be a reflection that you may need about past situations. There's another example, at least one. Okay, and then Four of Swords here, we have cycles. So, yep, that's a windmill. Okay, the wind blows, the wheel turns, we go through cycles just like nature because we are a part of nature. So this reminds me kind of the Wheel of Fortune card. This is a cycle. This is a cycle of rest and healing while you're remaking your thoughts and attitudes and information, okay, while you're healing. And part of this has to do with not only your body, but your heart, your thoughts, the deception, and things that have been done to you. As a Pisces, yes, because your card is the, I think it's the Moon card. But also the Hangman also reminds me of Pisces, so both of those. Okay, so next card is, we're going to take from the bottom of the deck here. And this is partnership. So this is the truth about something. Once you have decided to walk your path in partnership, you must put the relationship first. Okay, so the relationship must come first, not your pain, not your resistance, not your duality, because you have the fish, and not your partnership needs to be stable, and we must feed that. Okay, and to keep something healthy, what must we feed something? Well, we must feed healthy thoughts, healthy food, healthy actions. And so in partnership, we must decide that we're ready. If we're not ready, then let's not do it. And that should be on both sides. So information coming into you about many things, a partnership, make sure that you're truly ready also. It's not just the news you want to hear because you've healed, but that you're ready, and be honest about that. Honesty and slowing down can allow a relationship or any kind of partnership, whether it's business, anything. Because everything, we have so many partnerships, right? can allow anything to grow in the right way without pressure, without us deceiving ourselves. If we deceive ourselves, then we bring the deception right into the relationship, partnership. And some things that, are nurtured grow in a good way, and some things that are nurtured or not nurtured grow in not the best way also. So if we come in with deception, there it is, right at the foundation. So let's make sure that we're not deceiving ourselves, first of all. I don't usually read that in this, but it's something about vetting the information here. Okay, so we're just going to pull. I'm going to do this, kind of put these next to them so we can focus on those also. We're going to pull a little bit more tarot on each of these stacks. So sorry about my sinuses. Okay, I have one left over here. 9 of Cups reversed. Pull from the middle of the deck, they're saying. Queen of Swords. Okay. Shuffle again. It's just not going very smooth, huh? Yeah. Lots of resistance here. Empress. Knight of Cups. King of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. All right. Let's go back to accomplishment, and let's go back to resisting the integration of the information, okay? So when we get this, when we're able to actually be in that hermit mode, integrate the information, really look at things, look at all the details, then we actually change the wheel of fortune. We actually change our fate. We change directions. It's like we deal with the karma, whatever karmic lesson. It's kind of a karmic thing too. Okay, so let's talk about the accomplishment. Remember past accomplishments. But there's something here about saying, oh, I didn't wish this. I didn't want this. Okay, this is not the way I wanted it. It's 9 of Cups reversed. This is not my wishes. What's the truth here? Are you sure that's not what you wanted? That's what they're saying. Queen of Swords is, what's the truth? Okay, now, Queen of Swords knows better. Queen of Swords is saying you need to be honest about this resistance here, the thing that you don't want to deal with. Is it drinking too much? Is it just focusing on what you don't want instead of what you do want? Because that's going to bring more of what you don't want. But you've had many good accomplishments. How did you achieve those? And look at those instead of being stuck in what you don't want. That's why that it feels like that's why this hermit mode reverses in, because you're not getting it. You got to get that part. It's important you get this part, or the same thing keeps happening. Okay. So not only the past accomplishments, but they want you to look at the past cycles that have been repeating. So in good things and not so good things, Okay. And so they want me to talk about the past, and reflection is important to look at the times we couldn't decide what we got. And it's important to go through experiences to know what we don't want. But at some point, we have to decide what we want. Queen of Swords is saying, step up and decide, because that's how you change things, is making a choice. A choice needs to be made. Are you going to walk in your truth or not? Where's your truth? What did you decide? Okay, that's why your sword is being remanufactured, remade, restraightened, because that is a sword of truth. Okay, and victory. Does that make sense? So you're in this cycle. Use this cycle to get this completed, to change your fate, and to get what you want. Turn these cards right side up. Okay? Because we have a divine feminine waiting here. And we have an offer to the divine feminine. This is the Knight of Cups. It's an offer of love to a perfect woman, the perfect wife, the perfect creative person, abundance, great abundance with the feminine energy is sitting here waiting. for somebody to heal and decide. Okay? All right. And so now we're going to look at the partnership. See, this is a perfect partner. Okay? And if you're the female here, Pisces, then this could be you embracing that the divine feminine in you, and that you're worthy of this great offer of love. You are worthy of this, okay? So let's go over here to partnership. Let's talk about what we're vetting here. That there's an offer coming in. But then I have this King of Swords that's reversed. This is somebody who's manipulative. He looks like he should be the perfect partner, but he's not because he's reversed. That's probably why I kept getting those warnings of vetting the information. Make sure that it's true. It sounds really good, but make sure it's coming from the right source, okay? Okay. Then I have the Two of Pentacles. This is juggling energies. Part of the past, part of the present, but it could be this person's juggling, okay? This person is juggling. So, being the divine feminine, if you're the feminine here, being the divine feminine is saying, I know what's good for me. I can vet anything. I can see them coming a mile away, whether this is a good offer in love or not. Okay, I move forward in my own love. I expect honest, high vibrational love. If it's not, I'm going to see it coming a mile away, and it looks like you do. You do. Now, if you're the masculine, well, you're being asked to quit juggling whatever you're juggling here. Somebody's juggling something, living in two worlds. So you may be living in the past world where saying, I know what I don't want, and not claiming what you want. Okay. You know, you say, oh, I want this, but you're still not walking in your truth enough. This is about, yes, this is no truth. And this is vetting the information. Scepter of Swords is a Knight of Swords. This is information coming in that is about being in two worlds and not being honest, okay? All right. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's get one more card. Let's talk about, excuse me. We're going to pull one card for kind of the wrap up, and this is going to be the Enchanted Map. Gemini got 3 because, you know, we're information hounds. They just popped out. We'll see if you guys get one or more. Nope, just one. Spark. There you go. This is an important one. I'm just going to read it. 34 is a 7. 7s are about relationships, but also like divine intervention for me as a reader. So sometimes your fire gets doused by others who don't want to be all the who don't want you to be all you can be. In that case, you need to move away from the water lest things get too damp. So if you were a spark, you wouldn't want to be near the water because that could put out the spark. The spark card in reverse position may also indicate that you're allowing yourself to be consumed by a thought, feeling, or situation that you're in danger of becoming completely burned out. Compulsion and impulsiveness must be tempered now. Temper this stuff. Rest by a warm fire. Let things die down a bit. Then you'll see if the true spark will still be there. If not, you can always light another fire at another time. So it depends on what side of the situation you're on. If you're the divine feminine and this is coming in and you can see the truth in the situation, then you're being asked to wait for a better opportunity, that this is not it. And that this person is not willing to walk in partnership. If you're the masculine here, energy, then it's time that it's time, if you want to change, it's up to you, that you might need to embrace the feminine side of yourself so you can trust and be honest. And you might need to heal more so you can understand the messages that come to you. So you can come in and you can make the offer in the right way. There's an offer here and there's an offer here as 2 knights. But this one is disruptive, and it doesn't have to be. You can disrupt with the truth and not the manipulation. So, all right, Pisces. Love you lots. Take care and have a good couple weeks. Bye-bye.